Welcome back into another episode of Prices Are Too High, folks. So we're gonna be talking about tax season. We're gonna be talking about the Coney Island casino. I just saw a video. YouTube. I was watching a YouTube live stream of the hearing for the Coney Island casino. So we're gonna be talking about that, and we're also gonna be talking about overtime. Is it worth it? And work. Is it overwhelming you? So I'm gonna throw in this intro, and we'll get started on today. We're gonna get started on the intro, and then we're gonna get right into the topics that we're going to cover on this podcast. So stay tuned for that, folks. Alrighty, folks, there we go. Welcome to another episode of Prices Are Too High. So, first thing, you know what? This is what clicked to my mind. So, we're gonna be talking about the casino, Coney Island Casino. Oh no, Coney Island Casino. My bad. I said casino wrong. This is what kind of doesn't sit right with me about the whole Coney Island casino. So, as you guys know, I know some of you guys watch this YouTuber, Dutch Mass. He's a wonderful YouTuber. He's a great YouTuber. He does a lot of live streams in Coney Island. Sometimes I do watch him from time to time. I mean, I'm not really subscribed to him, but I don't watch his videos like that. But I know some of you guys do watch Dutch Mass. But great YouTuber, wonderful YouTuber. So I saw that he was at the hearing. He was live streaming the hearing. So this is on last Monday, March the 10th. So everybody was just voicing their opinions and concerns about the casino. Now, not everybody's on board with having a casino in the middle of Coney Island. Let's just be honest, though. Do I blame some of those people? No. And the crazy part is that, yeah, a lot of, though, a lot of these, I was reading some comments in his chat as well. And everybody in this chat, a lot of people in this chat, well, some people in this chat made a very good point, and the thing that's so crazy, I heard some pretty ridiculous excuses on why they're proposing to have a casino. And one of the things was, oh, we need to fix the roads, blah, blah, blah. We definitely need to fix the roads. And we need to fix the roads. And if you want the city to fix the roads, then we should definitely go with the let's just have the casino. I'm saying to myself, I'm like, what? The roles need to be fixed regardless, casino or no casino. That's one of the things that really didn't make sense. And a lot of those people that were speaking, they was trying to push for the casino. That was one of the most pathetic excuse I've heard while one of the people was speaking about the Coney Island casino. Now you can go to Dutch Mass's live stream. You can go to his live stream. He live streamed the Coney Island casino hearing, and you can watch more and more closely. I have to look into more information about it before I can even, freaking talk more about it. But yeah. But yeah, let's get right back to this. So yeah, as I was saying. So, this is my opinion on this one. This is really, really, really my opinion on this one. So, which doesn't freaking sit right with me is that I seriously don't freaking understand this at all. Like, make it make sense. But the part that doesn't sit right with me, Coney Island is a freaking beach and amusement park right at the bottom of Brooklyn. So the part that kind of doesn't sit right with me is that why y'all trying to add a casino along the beach? To be honest, like it kind of doesn't sit right with me. Coney Island is supposed to be about fun, not gambling and trying to make money. Now, if y'all want to go and put a casino, if y'all trying to add a casino in New York City, then do it in Times Square. That's the thing. My opinion is do it in freaking Times Square, because Times Square is nothing but a money maker. Y'all trying to get people to gamble. Y'all trying to make money. Add that shit in Times Square, because everybody's coming out to Coney Island to have a good time. Now, if I wanted to go to a casino, I'd rather go to one in Times Square. But this is my opinion. Honestly, I just don't see a casino keeping Coney Island open all year round. This is one of the things I've heard, because this is like one of the city's ways of trying to keep Coney Island open all year round. Now, if y'all want to keep Coney Island all year round, why don't y'all add some indoor activities along Coney Island? Add indoor activities for people and kids to do during the winter time, because it's cold. Coney Island is not open all year round, to be honest. For it's like, if y'all really stop to think about it, it's not gonna. I feel like going to a casino in Coney Island is really not gonna be convenient for a lot of people, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like traveling to. If I was a gambler, in my opinion, I just don't feel like sitting 2 hours on the freaking train just to go to a casino. That's just in my opinion, honestly. But I'm like, if y'all want to put a casino, put one in Times Square. That's just in my opinion, honestly, because they was talking about adding a casino in Times Square. So I kind of don't get or understand the whole purpose of having a casino in Times Square. Now, I'm not against it. I really don't care if they add a casino in Coney Island. Either way, because I don't gamble, so I can care less about casinos too much. I mean, if y'all willing to add the slot machines, hey, I'll go to the casino for that. But I'm not going there to freaking gamble. So, I mean, in my opinion, that's just personally me. But a casino is not going to keep Coney Island open all year round. That's just, in my opinion, personally. So now that we are done talking about the whole Coney Island casino BS thing. So, but yeah. So if you guys want to go to the live stream of the Coney Island casino hearing, just head over to Dutch Mass's channel as well, because I saw he live streamed the Coney Island casino hearing. So next we're gonna be talking about work. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Work can overwhelm us. It definitely can, especially during tax season. But we're gonna talk about tax season next, because now it'll be a good time to really talk about tax season as well, and what to do, what you should do, and which places you can go. And I don't know what places. I know some places you do gotta pay to file your taxes. Some places are for free. So, but yeah, let's talk about work overwhelming you. I really wanted to jump on this topic. But yeah, so now here's the thing though. I can't even express how overwhelming work can be. I seriously cannot express that at freaking all. I can't express it because I'm gonna just say my side, like where I work at. I work outdoors, and it's tough, man. It's freaking tough. And the thing is that they want to push for everybody. They want everybody to take PDs, professional developments. But my thing is that, what the fuck? Yeah, and what the fuck? Because, like, you guys want us to take PD classes, but y'all not even pushing for it. So how the hell am I supposed to freaking know? How the hell am I supposed to know what PDs are available? Now, in case y'all don't know what PDs are, the whole PD thing stands for professional development. So they want us to take courses. They want us to take classes pertaining to our titles and what we do. So now the winter time is perfect because everything is super slow. So, and they don't even push for it. They don't even push, they don't say, hey, this is what's available. Um, just talk to your direct supervisor about these classes, or if this is the classes that you guys want to take, blah, say, blah. They don't push for a lot of stuff. And the thing that kills me about my job is that not only I gotta freaking work out in the freezing cold, in the doggone wintertime, the slow wintertime, but it's hard to find stuff to do. It's hard to stay busy. It's really hard to stay busy because you still gotta worry if you're gonna get in trouble or not for not doing what you're supposed to do. So it literally is hard. I can't even express how hard the wintertime is at my job. If you're working outdoors, especially in the freezing cold, you know, things at your job are gonna be very, very slow. Now, I'd rather just be busy. I'd rather be busy and not have time to do anything than to just be stuck, with nothing to do for about 25 minutes. That's just me personally, in my opinion. Like, sometimes I feel a lot of pressure to do what I'm supposed to do in the wintertime. And the thing that freaking killed me was I had like a meeting one time. Had a group meeting one time, and my direct supervisor, she was telling me that the higher ups was saying that you know me and well, this is my team personally, that we don't do nothing in the wintertime. I'm saying this, I'm like, what? I didn't say anything, but I just felt so upset and pissed off because it's like, how the fuck are they gonna say that when they don't even take the time out to come outside, come to the sites and see what we're doing? Because let me tell you guys, every single week now, it's twice a week now. Before it was once a week. Um, Normally on a Saturday once a month, but twice a week we give out food to the community. That's what we've been doing this entire winter. We've been keeping up with the sites, doing maintenance, making sure everything is good to go. Now we're prepping for the busy months now, and this is March. But that's the part that made me so upset, because the thing with these higher ups is that it's so quick to criticize the people at the bottom. The higher ups are so busy to criticize people all the way at the freaking bottom. They don't even take the time out, to say freaking thank you, to do what they do, And I mean, there's some people. I have gotten some thank yous. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have, but I just felt so damn insulted because we don't do anything. This has been guys. There's been times where I've came in. I had to come in during my 2-week Christmas break. Primary example. There's been plenty of times I had to come in during my Christmas break, during my time off, for just a little bit of time, because certain things need attention. It's just one of those jobs where certain things just don't stop. It's a consistent need. I've got chickens at work. They gotta eat. They gotta drink. They gotta have food. They gotta have water. They gotta have all this stuff. They gotta be taken care of. Eggs gotta be collected. So yeah, it can be. I mean, taking care of chickens can be overwhelming. It is easy, but sometimes, it can be a bit much sometimes. But still worth it. Just in my opinion. I mean, and now, especially on the hot days. The hot days, oh man. It's not just the cold days, but also the hot days. I'm like, there's times where I just don't even feel like coming into work because it's just so damn overwhelming. It's really overwhelming, and then they want to throw so much at us, and it's a lot going on. It's definitely a lot going on, but I'm talking about the hot months as well. But if you guys feel overwhelming, if you guys sometimes if you guys do have a position where your boss or your supervisor overwhelms you at work, feel free to share in the chat. Everybody, feel free to share in the chat or comment down below. Um, what you've been filming overwhelmed about at work. What part at work has overwhelmed you, for sure. Now, well, I'm gonna get to the overtime in just a second. So I'm definitely gonna get to that part in just a second. But yeah, so especially out here working in the scorching high heat now. I remember one. I remember one of the counselors had said this one time last year. One of the counselors from at work. I think it was cooking outside. It was hot, and the crazy part was that she was saying that, oh, it's cold outside, blah blah blah. I didn't say anything. I was in the break room. I was just sitting. I was just relaxing. I don't say shit to nobody when I'm at work, especially on break. I just come in and do what I have to do. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, how the hell is it cold? It's 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 scorching hot outside. How the hell is it cold? The reason why your ass is cold is because you've been underneath the damn AC all damn day. How about if you stay outside for a long period of time, you're gonna be hot as hell. Now, here's the thing though. So in the summertime, I mean, I only get to be inside for like a half hour. For the rest of my shift, I have to literally be outside. I can't express how frustrating and overwhelming that can be. I'm hot, I'm sticky, sweating like crazy. So, but I'm not gonna lie. And then allergy season is about to come, so the tree pollen is gonna start growing back soon. So that's what causes the allergies. I might even have to just wear a fucking mask when I'm at work. Actually, while I'm outside, I might have to just wear a damn mask the whole entire allergy season. Cause me being at work, cause work does not make it any freaking better. It literally doesn't at all. But and then before too, Saturdays was so damn confusing. It literally was because at once I think it was it 3 years ago, I got pulled to do something else. Sometimes I would get pulled to do something else, and it's just too much. It's seriously too freaking much, and that's another thing that was overwhelming me. It was just too damn much, honestly. So I kind of felt frustrated because I think was it. I kind of felt frustrated when I was getting pulled to do something else on Saturdays. So now I'm supposed to be working with volunteers and doing other things. Instead, I'm getting pulled to manage the I'm gonna say adult cooking class that we had on Saturdays, and yoga and all this. Well, not yoga too much, but the adult cooking class. And to find out that was supposed to be somebody else's job from another team. So that's what really confused me right there. So I was like, I'm done. I'm just done with Saturday program. I can't. It's just too much. And the other thing that killed me with that is so much miscommunication. That's another thing that I hate. The miscommunication. That's what really overwhelms. That's what really overwhelms people at work. The miscommunication. Motherfuckers don't know. Motherfuckers feel they don't have to communicate. That's just my freaking thing. And if you point out, if somebody makes a mistake and you point it out to them, you're just trying to be helpful as well. That's the thing. They want to get all in their feelings. They want to catch feelings and all that stuff. Listen, stop catching feelings. Just do the job. Don't get upset. Don't get offended. Don't sit there and be in denial if somebody is pointing something out to you. Period. It's like, listen, take heed to what this person is saying. If somebody, like for example, if somebody says, you forgot to lock the door to the office before you had left, you forgot to lock up, and then you get all in your feelings and all that stuff. You sit there act like you did nothing wrong. Because that's what some people tend to do. It's like take accountability. Take accountability. Be more proactive. That's the part that I hate about people. Now, another thing I'm gonna get to. Definitely another freaking thing I'm gonna get to. The one shit that freaking kills me is that, when you need help with something, and it's just overwhelming. Like I would honestly, in the summertime, there's been times where I would spend like 2 hours, 2 hours on one task, 2.5 hours, matter of fact, on one task. There's been plenty of times where I asked for my coworkers for help, and it's like she just ignored me. Honestly, I just felt ignored. I felt like I wasn't getting any help. Now, another thing too, when it came down to taking care of the chickens, I wasn't getting help in that. People just act like they didn't even want to be here. They didn't want to be at the job. Like, listen, y'all here. This is y'all on the team. Y'all on the AG team. Y'all here, man. Like, listen, this is what y'all signed up for. Period. Like, come on. Like, I didn't ask to be on this team, but I'm on this team. Period. Y'all on the same team as I am. So, listen, we're all here to do a job. Period. See, this is the issue I had before. There's been times where I left. Well, I went on vacation for a couple of days. I came back and the chickens are hungry. Like, what the hell? I'm like, why ain't nobody fed the damn chickens while I was gone? Y'all knew I was going to be gone. Like, I don't understand. It's like, stop relying on me to always take care of these chickens, because stop relying on me to always take care of these chickens, because listen, we're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to work together. It freaking kills me, man, when people sit there and be freaking selfish. Y'all relying on me to do every freaking thing. Like, listen, I come to work and I do everybody's job sometimes, and I don't complain. Period. I definitely do not complain. I go to work and I don't complain at all. Period. I do everybody's jobs sometimes. When certain people are not here, I just come in and I do what I have to do, honestly. But I feel like sometimes it's just not enough, honestly. And that's the part that freaking kills me some damn times. Like, listen, we're all here to help each other out. It's not just about one person. We're all a team. It kind of, sometimes it not only upsets me, but it overwhelms me. Oh, another thing I want to discuss is that the one shit that also really kills me, though, is especially when people make a mess, they leave stuff lying around. And this is from another department. This has happened from other departments. They will leave shit lying around, and they expect me and my team to clean up the site. We gotta turn around and clean up the site. Same story that has been. Well, we have a shed at work, so they will mess every other departments, other people from other departments. They'll mess the shed up. They'll mess it up, and then we gotta turn around and clean it up and rearrange it. This is constantly. Honestly, they'll put a lot of their shit in there that's not even ours. So you got other people's shit in there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Honestly, listen, I even volunteer to clean it up because it's just too damn much. It's too fucking much, honestly. And that's the one thing that made me upset. Another thing that made me upset too is that when people forget to lock up, people forget to lock the gate. People leave the shit open on. There's been times where people, I'm not saying names or any of my coworkers. Matter of fact, yeah, my coworkers too. There's been times where people left the gate open all night. They just think that nothing can happen. And I can't even express how frustrating, how upsetting it made me. So, and I just feel like no one gives a shit, nobody cares, or anything like that. So, it's just so damn aggravating, honestly. It literally is freaking. I can't even express how aggravating that really is. So, listen, we're all a team and we're here to work together. Like, I really wish people will start to, not now, but back then, but like, in my opinion, though, well, I don't know how this year is gonna go, but I honestly wish people will start acting more like a team than just sitting there and thinking about them damn selves. And that's the thing that upsets me because me, I'm always proactive. I always act like a team member. I get things done, period. I mean, we're all here to do a job. You know, if somebody corrects you, don't get offended. Don't get upset. That's the thing that kills me, man. Is that when especially the supervisor, when the supervisor is trying to correct you or he or she is trying to show you stuff, just take heed to it. Just take heed. That's what I'm learning to do at work. Just take heed to it. Just learn, understand what they're trying to show you and what they're trying to tell you. Nobody's trying to hurt you. But people get so in defense mode. Oh, this person's hurting me. They don't know what they're talking about. That kind of attitude, that kind of look right there. And another thing that kills me too is that people don't stay on top of their jobs. They don't stay on top of their positions. I mean, let's just be freaking honest. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, honestly, it's so damn annoying. Like, I don't freaking get it. Like, one of my coworkers came to me this weekend. If you guys saw the video, yeah, he came to me I think the following past weekend as well. But yeah, so he came to me and he had told me that we're gonna be moving the chickens from one coop to another. So he's been trying to ask my manager when is that going to happen. So but yeah, so I told my coworker, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna discuss it in my one-on-one with my I'm gonna discuss it in my one-on-one with my director because my director is more on top of shit than my manager. Now, this is in my opinion. It's just in my opinion. I feel like some people are not fit for their titles. They're not fit for their titles because they don't stay on top of stuff. I feel like the manager that I have, my manager, I don't feel like he's fit for his position because he's not really on top of anything. He doesn't really stay on top. There's been several times where I had to ask him for I had asked him for more. We need more fluff for the chickens, and he'll be like, okay, but still not on top of it. So, but we also had did this survey. We use this website called Lattice. So, we was I think was it one time we had to do like a little we had to get feedback about we not pick but there was some I think they selected certain people that for us that we had to give feedback for, whether it's other co-workers, our supervisors. So I just gave my honest feedback. I was like, listen, my manager's not on top of it. He's not on top of everything. So definitely not on top of it as well. Now the new head of my department, she's really good as well. So this past Monday we had a big meeting. I spent that money I had to come in to go to work. I had a big meeting and just to discuss, the issues, not just the issues as a team, but like what can we do, what can we improve, just looking at this. We just did like a little chart. She did like a little chart. What is it that we're doing well? What is it that we're not doing well? Oh, I got another thing too. as well. Speaking of that, so another thing that kills me too. I come in the morning. All the sites are not in the morning, but like in the middle of the shift when it's around 11, 12 o'clock ish. I see that something hasn't been done. A task hasn't even been done. Period. Everybody is not on top of stuff that everybody's not on top of stuff like they supposed to be. Honestly, because I mean, one time, my I had people on my team. Certain people wasn't doing barely doing anything. They wasn't getting the work done. Period. There's been several times where me and my supervisor, my director, had to go the extra mile. Like, I don't get that part. I kind of don't get it. That's the shit that kills me. You gotta go do other people's jobs. You gotta go the extra mile. This, and that. Because other people don't want to do their fucking jobs. And that's the shit that kills me. Honestly. So, I'm sorry, but I can't stand that part. I seriously can't stand it. You know. But yes, but back to what I was saying from earlier. So, so earlier, as I was saying, so I just hate when people don't stay on top of shit, man. That's another thing. I will go to a certain site and it's just dirty. It's garbage in front of the site, dog shit in front of the site. Look like it hasn't been cleaned up. Look like the garbage hasn't even been picked up or anything like that. So we're not. I'm just be honest. We're not staying on top of all the sites that we're supposed to be staying on top of. We're not staying on top of everything. And to remind you, we're about to get a new site pretty soon. So now there's gonna be more responsibility, in my opinion. There's gonna be more responsibility. I mean, that's just what that is. But yeah, it can be really, really, really overwhelming as well. It definitely can be. But I'm not gonna lie though. Alright, so now that I got the big frustrations out of the way with I got the whole overwhelming BS out the way. So now let's talk about overtime. Let's definitely talk about that as well. So let's talk about overtime. Now, I know it's tax season. A lot of people are working overtime to at certain jobs just to get people taxes done, which is definitely understandable as well. So, I need to go and get mine done. So, yeah, so I definitely need to get my taxes done. But, yeah, so, so overtime, is it worth it? Now, I'm gonna just say this though, for me, in my opinion, it really depends on what it is. And if you got a shit ton of work, and if you really, really have a lot on your plate, and you're trying to get it done, especially right before the weekend, then I feel like that's when the overtime is really worth it. And I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't do overtime on a Friday unless you're coming to work the next day, Saturday. Then that's definitely understandable, in my opinion. I mean, sometimes I do overtime. I stay past some extra hours. I mean, if you're trying to earn some extra money, then I say it's worth it, in my opinion. I mean, the overtime is good. I mean, it's not often my job offers it, but it really all depends. You know, if you don't really have that much to do, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. It's not worth it if you don't really have that much to do at work. But if you have a lot on your plate, your boss, your supervisor, sometimes your coworkers, if they pile in so much stuff on you at work, then it's definitely worth it, in my opinion. It is definitely worth it, in my opinion. Just to get all that extra work done. Though, in my opinion. But if you don't have much going on throughout the day, then in my opinion, it is definitely not worth it as well. But I mean, in the beginning, about overtime, I know it can feel overwhelming in the beginning, but it's always good to just think about the ending, because in the ending, that's when it'll pay off. That's when the overtime will pay off. You know, hell, I mean that $1,300 every that you receive every 2 weeks turns into $1,800 or 2,500. Then yeah, it's definitely worth it as well. I mean, especially if you work for the city job, if you work for a job like MTA, or if you work at a hospital. I mean, you definitely gonna be receiving some good overtime if you work for transit or any big corporate company, any big company, multi-million dollar company, or especially if you work for the city. Then yeah, you know, the overtimes are worth it at those places. They definitely are. But I mean, I do work overtime. I mean, not always, but sometimes I do. But I work part time, so I don't really get a shitload of money when I do overtime. So I probably will have to work maybe 3 to 4 extra days throughout the pay period in order to see a much bigger increase on my check. So, but you know, I mean, I didn't do any overtime during the winter break, but I came in. I still got paid for my regular hours, and plus, on top of that, um, for the hours that I normally work, and on top of that, the hours during the Christmas break that I came in, so I earned myself a nice little extra money. I ain't saying how much, but I'm just saying I earned myself some extra money during the Christmas break. But it felt overwhelming at first, but at the end, the results was pretty good at the end. So I definitely agree with that. Um, in my opinion. All right, let's move on to the next topic, everybody. So, what to do when filing your taxes? I know that topic was pretty short, but I didn't have anything else to say. But let's keep the conversation going, folks. All right. So, what to do when filing for your taxes? Yes, what to do when filing for your taxes. So, if you have any W-4, 1099 form, 1040 form, any type of form that you got paid. Now, if you have more than one job, you gotta collect that W-2 or 90 1099 form. Make sure you have all your forms with you so you can be able to go and file your taxes all together. So, and this is the one mistake I actually had made, was that after I had left the place, though, they're supposed to make you sign some type of form. Now, I'm just sharing this one mistake. So when you go and file your taxes, that make sure that you sign. You're supposed to sign something. You're supposed to sign some type of document or something after they file your taxes. Because if you don't sign, then they're not gonna refund you all the taxes they took out for last year. So they're not gonna refund it to you, and you won't get your money back. So always make sure that you sign a form, because I made that mistake one time, and they had sent the form back to me, so I had to go and sign the form and then resubmit it. So if the government does not have a signature from the person that did their taxes, that you will not get your money back. That person will not give you your money back. So if you go and file your taxes and they don't have a signature from you after you file the taxes, then you're not gonna get your refund. They're gonna send you the document back, and they're gonna make sure that you sign it before they give you your refund. So always make sure that you sign your form as well. Now, there are plenty of other places where you can go and do your taxes as well. But if you don't, some places you do have to pay. You will be charged to go and do your taxes. So if you plan on going and doing your taxes, if you don't feel like paying, make sure do your research. Make sure that there's a specific place that does not charge you to do your taxes. Me, on the other hand, I like to do my shit for free. I'm not freaking paying. I'm not paying anybody $100, $200 to do my taxes. Hell no. I ain't got that kind of money like that. I'm not paying to do my motherfucking taxes. I'm not doing that. So I rather have my shit for free. But one of the places I actually go to is if you're in the New York City area, one of the best places to go to is Harlem Children's Zone. I know they do it as well. I know the location on 125th Street. They're pretty busy. Well, they don't do it during the day because they have the school and the kids are there. So school's in session, so they don't do it during the day. But they do it at night. So they do it later at night. And then I feel like the best times to really, honestly, I know it sounds ridiculous, but the best times to honestly go and file your taxes is most likely on a weekday. Definitely a weekday for sure. I would definitely pick a weekday where it's not so busy, in my opinion. Now, if you go on a weekend, it's going to be pretty busy. Everybody's trying to get their shit done, and everybody is off. So you don't want to go on a weekend because most likely you'll be waiting longer. The last two times I went on a weekday, which is better because you can get your shit done faster. It's better that way. It's better to go on a weekday. Now I know you can't take off or anything. If you, this is my opinion personally. I would recommend that you take off from work, and yeah, I would definitely recommend you take off from work and go and so you can go and get your taxes done. You might have to just use your PTO or whatever, but that's just what I would do personally. If I didn't have either Monday or Friday off, but if I was working full time Monday through Friday and I have no time, and I just wanted to avoid having to pick a Saturday or a weekend to do that, I want to go when it's not so busy, then I would definitely take time off so I can be able to go and do my taxes. That's just me personally. Now, everybody has their own preference. I don't know everybody's schedule, but I'm just recommending that. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is now that we're done with the whole taxes thing, let's talk about going out to eat, everybody. Now, we all know going out to eat can be really overpriced. Let's talk about that part. Let's definitely talk about that part. And I'm going to talk about one more topic and then we'll close out this podcast, everybody. So, here we go, everybody. But the next one we're going to be talking about is life after COVID. How has the economy, how has life been? And we'll definitely talk about a lot of that as well. So, but yeah, all right. So going out to eat has been overpriced. I'm not gonna lie. I know I do it a lot now. Lunch used to cost like $5, $6, something like that. It used to cost about right around $5 or $6, but now it's like 10, 13, $15. Like you used to be able to you have $20. It will be enough to last you for at least another day or two. Now it just don't even last you. Now you gotta turn around and pull out a 20 again if you want to go out to eat again. Like going out to eat has been so damn expensive, to be honest. Now, I bypassed this restaurant in the Bronx, and I saw one time, yeah, one freaking time, that the cost of it to go out to eat, the lunch special was almost $20. It was $18 for a lunch special. 18 freaking dollars. I'm like, why the hell is it cost so freaking much just to go out to eat? It's like it's just so ridiculous. I don't understand that part. That's crazy. And then if you guys saw my video at Carmine's, they charge like $20 for a lunch special. I mean, the food is good. Don't get me wrong at Carmine's, but the prices are just ridiculous. For a lunch special, to be honest, I can go to Applebee's, right? I can go to Applebee's and order a lunch special for like $10, $12 at least, or probably under that. I have to really check their menu. But other places, they got way better lunch deals than Carmine's in this other store that I was bypassing in the Bronx. But if you guys saw my live stream in the Bronx, I think it's on 3rd Avenue and 150 something Street. But I was seeing a lunch special. It was almost $20. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I would never order lunch from there. That's freaking ridiculous. I would never order a lunch special. I'm sorry. And I wouldn't even do the lunch special at Carmine's ever again. Because their lunch special is ridiculous. If it's a lunch special, it's supposed to be affordable. More affordable. Now, I went to Golden Caress on 125th Street. And I know they're expensive, but I still got a small bowl for like what, $10, I believe, right around $10, right around there. But I didn't spend almost $20 just for a small lunch. I don't get that part. Now most places would charge like shit for lunch. I know Shake Shack. Expensive, man. I like Shake Shack, don't get me wrong. Shake Shack is good, but sheesh. For a meal, they'll charge you a little over $20. So it's just ridiculous in my opinion. So I mean, I can understand why some people don't want to go out to eat. You're better off just cooking at home, in my opinion. But I just feel like lunch is so expensive, and then with the bird flu, in a way, the egg prices they still continue to remain high. Now, I was at the my grocery store. My local grocery store is Key Food. That's my local grocery store, just down the street from my house. So I went into Key Food and I saw a shop. Is it a shopping cart? Yeah, a shopping cart full of eggs. Almost $17 at the supermarket. Almost 17 damn dollars. I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? But if you guys see my part, if you guys look at my part 3 YouTube shorts, you guys will see what I'm talking about in those part 3 YouTube shorts. So I recommend you guys go and check out my part 3 YouTube shorts as well. So definitely go and check those out right there. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, the egg prices have gone ridiculous, especially to go out and eat for breakfast. They also talking about going up on the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches because of the bird flu. So now you still looking to pay more. Now, actually, I saw something on the news too. There's this store, right? There's a store. Yeah, there's actually this store right here. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but they're making plant-based eggs, which is pretty interesting. I'm surprised they're doing that. They're gonna be making plant-based eggs, in my opinion. So yeah, so they're gonna be making plant-based eggs, and I think one reporter had tried it, and she said it was good. So who knows? I might give it a try. So I definitely might do that. So who knows? But that definitely sounds fun. So I'm definitely on board to trying plant-based eggs. I don't think it'll be any cheaper than the original eggs, but it might taste better than the original eggs. Who knows? I mean, they do make plant-based meat. I mean, it's not real meat; it's made from plants. So plant-based chicken, turkey, or whatever you want to call it. I know they make plant-based chicken, so it's but yeah, that definitely sounds really good. But yeah, I mean, eating out can really eat up your money. So that's another thing I don't like either. It really can eat up your money. By the time you get to the end of the week, um, I mean, I mean, your money is pretty much low by the time you get to the end of the week. That's just in my opinion. But enough talking about going out to eat. So one more thing I wanted to discuss was I definitely wanted to talk about um life after COVID. So let's get into that topic. Alrighty, so let's get to this one last topic here. So yeah, let's get through this one last topic I would like to talk about. One thing that has really gone through my mind is let's talk about life after COVID. Yeah, life after COVID. I mean, let's just be honest. It definitely things haven't really been easy since the pandemic. The pandemic has, let's just be honest, the pandemic has really fucked a lot of things up. Um, the economy, housing, everything. I mean, you just name it. Like a lot of things, it's not the same. It's not the same like it was like 7 or 8 years ago, but right before the pandemic. It just wasn't really the same at all. So I'm trying to work on getting my counseling back because everything is just so damn hard now. It's so freaking hard. It's like no matter how hard you try to look for a job, look for a home, try to get ahead, it's hard as hell to get ahead in New York City. It really is. It's not the same as it used to be. Um, like the process with housing and finding a job is slow as hell. It's seriously really 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 slow. And it's like, what do you do? You have a lot of adults moving back home with their parents because they can't afford the rent. It's just so freaking ridiculous. It's like almost impossible to make it in New York City. It's hard to make it in New York City unless you really have money. I'm gonna be honest, the only people that's really making it in New York City is the rich. Like the poverty level is so skyrocket high than ever. We're in a freaking financial crisis. And my thing is that the people that's running New York City, these politicians, they can't even get their shit together. Honestly, we got a mayor who's not even fucking doing nothing. He does not even care. Honestly, fuck him. What a crook. Hogo, she ain't doing shit either. What is she doing? She's so damn busy defending the bullshit price and congestion and defending the people, defending the greedy ass people that's running the MTA. Because the people that's running MTA, all they thinking about is their damn pockets. They're not even trying to make mass transit better. That's the thing. They're not making it better. They're too busy making money off of bullshit, sorry. Making money, they're so busy making money off of bullshit. Honestly. And MTA waste, I've already expressed about MTA. The people I'm not blaming the MTA system, it's the people that's running it. They waste so much money every single year. It's like, what's the point in charging people to come into Midtown? Because to be honest, we all know MTA ain't gonna do nothing with that money. It's a complete waste of money. The reason why they're charging people to come into Midtown is to put more money in the greedy rich people, man. Is to put more money in the white man's pocket. The greedy rich white man's pockets, that's running the MTA. Period. To give all these big corporate people money. That's all that pricing congestion money. That's where that money is going into. And then they want to crack down on people covering the license plate. Can you blame them? Who wants to pay to come into Midtown? Who wants to do that? But this is their way of reducing traffic, trying to reduce traffic. They could have found other ways to reduce traffic. Here's the thing. How about spread everything out? Spread everything out. You got shit in Times Square, near Madison Square Garden, near Union Square, near Grand Central. You got shit near the Village, the money making places. But y'all won't spread anything out. How about add some stuff up in the Bronx, Brooklyn? I mean, they do. I mean, the Barclays Center is in Brooklyn. That's in downtown Brooklyn. I mean, spread stuff out. Add some stuff in the Bronx, stuff in the middle of Queens, or in the Queens, or the bottom of Brooklyn. You go to those parts in New York. It's not even certain parts of New York City. It's not much to do. If you go towards the end of the Bronx, it's not a lot. It's so deserted. It's not much to do. In the Bronx. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it isn't. I mean, Mets Willets. I mean, you got the Mets. That's at the end of Queens. I mean, they do have that, and they do got Yankee Stadium right in the South Bronx. But to be honest, sometimes it's not much to do in the South Bronx. Spread stuff out. If the city would just spread shit out, downtown would not be so congested. That's just my biggest argument on now, and I'm gonna keep it at that. But life after COVID, to be honest, has been fucking hard as shit. It's been a nightmare. It's like, what do you do? It's so much problems. It's so much shit happening in this world. So much. It's so much happening in this damn world. Like, if you look at the homelessness, it's ridiculous. Not only on the subways, the buses, everywhere. I think it was, if you go to a certain part of New York, like, I'm gonna say, if you're in the hood somewhere, you walk down the street, you see somebody smoking crack, somebody acting crazy, they talking to themselves, they like they lost their mind, pretty much. And it's a sad world that we're living in. It is a really, really sad world that we are living in. And I'm gonna just say, the city ain't making any doggone better. But like I said, all the city cares about is their pockets, just in my opinion as well. I mean, I'm gonna just say this though. I feel like us as minorities, black and brown people, we gotta do better. I was seeing it in one of my TikTok live streams. In my opinion, when I was live streaming in my neighborhood on TikTok, I was seeing as us, like, we gotta hold ourselves accountable, because what are we doing? Us as black and brown minority people, we're busy killing ourselves. And when we see something on the news, when we see something on the news of a police officer shot and killed a black man, or like, for example, there was a guy, he was called Robert Brooks. I live streamed a protest in Harlem, and they was talking about how he got beat up by the police, this and that. But I mean, to be honest, we're not holding ourselves accountable, man. We're really not holding ourselves accountable for what we do. We don't even stick up for one another. We won't even help each other out. We're so busy using one another. We're so busy abusing one another. When are we going to start loving one another and stick up for one another? When are we going to start doing that? Because, see, it's so easy to point the finger at somebody else for what they doing and what they not doing, but can we really look in the mirror at ourselves? Now, I was watching this TV show, and pretty interesting TV show. It's a Tyler Perry TV show. It's called House of Pain. But if you've seen it, great show. I really recommend it. So the character was talking about self accountability. He was right. Can we hold ourselves accountable? To be honest, it's sometimes it's just hard to look in the mirror. So it really is. But We really gotta do better in our communities. Um, if we really want to make our communities better, we gotta be the change. That's just pretty much what I'm gonna say. But um, but yeah, and it starts with us, cause no one else is gonna do it for us. Especially rich, forget about it. They're only helping their own communities. They're not helping us out. We gotta be the change. We gotta step up and make the change happen to better our communities because they don't want to see us get ahead. You know, and I'm talking about us, black, brown, minority people. They don't want to see us get ahead, but we gotta prove them wrong. That's it. Because the moment they see us doing well, then that's when they spaz out. I mean, that's the truth. But anyways, folks, thank you for joining everybody. Thank you for joining me on this 1 hour podcast. Thank you so much. I hope y'all really enjoyed the podcast. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining everybody. Appreciate it so much. The next podcast will be on Wednesday, April the next podcast will be on Wednesday, April 9th. So April 9th will be the next podcast, 2025. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. That'll be the very next podcast. But anyways, folks, you guys take care. Have a good day. If you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, smash that like button. If you really enjoyed it, if you love these type of videos and type of content that I do here on the channel, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. There's always something new every single time on the channel. Every time. May not be every day. There may not be something new every single day, but there's always something new on the channel. You never know what I'm up to. So, and plus I'm planning 2 vacations this year, and I do plan to live stream them. So make sure you make sure you are subscribed and turn on your post notifications bell, so that way you'll be able to know whenever I premiere a video or when I go live. I do schedule my live streams, so I am one of those live streamers schedule that I do schedule before I even go live. I don't just pop on. So I just want to make sure everybody gets the notification, because I do have a small audience on my live streams, but if I had a big audience, then it'd be a different story. But anyways, folks, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Another podcast will be coming up pretty soon, starting next month. Thanks for joining, everybody. And until then, I will see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. Bye, folks. Have a good one. Have a good day. Bye.